Roger that, flight. Up, good.
And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here on a Saturday morning, 12th of June, 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time. That means it's time for morning prayers. We do this right here on this network every morning, 8:15 a.m. and every evening, 8:15 p.m. as well. Hello, Ursula. Good to see you, dear one. I was just thinking last night that I haven't seen you in a little while, and I'm sure you've been here. It's just our schedules are overlapping, and it's wonderful to see you. Thanks for being with us this morning. And for those that might be out there watching and not leaving a comment, that's okay. Welcome to you and love you as well. We're glad you're with us, and I don't get to see who's here because of StreamYard until unless you make a comment, so or leave a heart or a thumbs up or something like that. Hey, brother Diego, all the way from the East Coast, the eastern side of the United States, out there in Vermont today, I believe. Trust you're having a great vacation, brother. Good to see you with us. Thanks for chiming in and tuning in. So it's a Saturday, it's a weekend. We have all this stuff in front of us and all these opportunities in front of us. And it's, everybody's starting to get back out into the world. Supermarkets aren't requiring masks anymore. Things are moving into a new option, a new opportunity. Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you, dear one. Glad you're with us. Grateful you're here. So here it is. We are each, I believe, infinitely sourced, fueled, funded, protected, guided, directed by the one. By that one absolute source of all life. You can call that whatever you want to call it. I call it God. A lot of people around here do, but we call it a lot of other things too. Allah, Spirit, Brahma, Buddha, Yahweh, Vishnu, Kuan Yin, Source Center. You know these. So this weekend, today, is of this day of not often rest, but work in a different sort. As we move into this weekend, whatever it is we're doing, or whatever it is we're not doing, I invite you to recognize the perfection that is underlying those activities, those events, those experiences, those opportunities that are rising up in front of you day by day by day. Because what I know is that the universe is this fabulous concert that is bringing forward all the right notes and pieces and parts of the puzzle at the right moment to reveal the vision that is your life, the glorious vision that is your life. That's what's happening. That's what we're up to. And the way to do that is to open ourselves to allow that to happen, not to force it. We're not here. This prayer is not about begging or beseeching. It's not about trying to tell God what you have to do or what you want to do. Howdy, partner. Good to see you, Wayne. Glad you're with us, all the way from Calgary. So it's none of that. It's all about opening up to believing that there is a possibility of a greater life. And casting, if you will, casting the vision, casting the grandest truth possible, so that you start to believe that's possible. And if you're starting to believe it's possible, then it becomes possible. And then it becomes actuality. Not just possibility, but reality. Okay. So let's get into some prayer work here today. Let's get into the place of knowing, setting aside everything I may have brought into this moment. Setting aside the hustle and the bustle of my day, what it took to be here, setting aside all that so that I may come to recognize the one. So I may come to recognize one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that's moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. The Alpha, the Omega, the everything, the no thing. One self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. The oneness that is all life, all experience, all opportunity. That one is breathing and having its being as my life perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And if that's true of my life, then it must be true of all life, so it must be true of your life. Each one that hears these words, each one touched by the vibration that we create collectively here today, a divine emanation of God's life, a divine aspect, a divine gift. And what I know is we each bring that unique set of gifts and skills and talents. And so I know the world, this world that we live in, would be a much, much lesser place without you, without the gifts that you bring. Without the joy and the wonder and the magnificence that you bring to this planet. The gifts, the skills, the talents, the love, the light, the everything that you bring. That is God. So I know we are each here together in this thing called life, creating together, co-creating along with the divine, and bringing forth a vision of a world that works for everyone. Bringing forth a vision where everyone on the planet is awakened to their spiritual magnificence, where everyone is living according to the principles of love and light and giving. So I know there is a great vision emerging right here and right now from the midst of the ashes of what has been, what has fallen apart in the past year, what has been opened up to be reimagined, to be re-envisioned. There is a grand and glorious change upon us, and I claim for each a sense of embracing that change, of celebrating that change, being the vessel and the vehicle for that change, being the consciousness of change, of a new world, a new way. And so what I know is I know there is a great calling for each one of us. Each one open and ready to say yes to the grand and glorious calling that is God's life as your life. Right here, right now. I know there's truth. I am grateful to be in the recognition of this and to be the vehicle of reminding each one that hears these words of their own spiritual magnificence, of their own great glorious journey on planet Earth as a spiritual being, as a divine expression of God's life. Deeply, we are one. Deeply, we are one. And so I feel from within a raising up of gratitude, a great, great, grateful sense of knowing God's got this, all is well, all is done, and I can get out of the way and let it be. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. Yes, good goes around and around. Thank you, Wade. And hey, folks, if you'd like to avail yourself of the power of a positive prayer, please send a prayer request over to ntmediaprayer at ntmedia.org. Get involved with our prayer request team. You send a request, and I get that out to the whole team. We get the whole team praying on your desires and make sure that we get some demonstrations happening. So please send your prayer request over to prayer@ntmedia.org. And if you're celebrating a win and you've had a winning experience, a demonstration of prayer, then please, by all means, share that with us as well. And let us celebrate that with you also. All right, I'm Reverend Robert. I'm going to get out of here for now. It's a Saturday morning, so it's not the busiest day around here, but we still do some things on Saturdays. And this week, today, at 10 o'clock, just a little over an hour and a half, the wonderful and amazing practitioner Ray Cheryl McCreary is going to be with us, and she's going to be speaking on the chapter Mental Equivalence. So if you haven't been with us and this is new to you, we've been looking at the Science of Mind and Spirit textbook by Ernest Holmes all this year. Every Saturday morning, we've been going chapter by chapter. And today's chapter is, I think it's 18 or 19 is the number, but the title is Mental Equivalence. And Ray Cheryl's going to provide us with a great experience. And that is interactive as well. So she shares a lecture, a talk around the topic and the chapter of the book, but there's plenty of opportunity to ask questions, to interact, and to engage with the material and with Ray Cheryl. So I invite you to join us again and again and again. Come back on at 10 for our Science of Mind and Spirit lecture series, always here on Saturdays. I think that's it. Donate. Thank you for your donations. We have a new thank you movie for our donators this month. I want to make sure I'm in the right place so that we can share that with us today. It's always fun. These thank you movies, they look pretty much the same, and then the names change at the end based on who made a committed giving contribution last month. And so if you made a committed contribution in the month of May, then your name should be on this movie. And if it's not, let me know. Yay! Thank you.